February 9, 2004, a quiet road in the cold remote wilderness of New Hampshire. A car is found abandoned after a mysterious crash, but no one is nowhere to be seen. Was this someone running from something, or did they fall victim to a chance encounter? Or perhaps there is a target secret hidden beneath the surface. This is a story of a 21-year-old nursing student who had their whole life ahead of her, but would just vanish without a trace. Something that would begin as a car accident would quickly turn into a most haunting disappearance in modern history. Tonight, we dive deep into the mystery that has baffled investigators for 2 decades. This is the case of Maura Murray, a 20-year mystery. Hello there, everyone. My name is Mint, and welcome to today's case study. If you like what you see here, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as we'll be covering more case studies in the upcoming future. I have a certain goal that I really want to achieve by the end of this year, and it's not going to be possible without the help of you guys. So, make sure to help a brother out. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's case. On May 4th, 1982, in Hanson, Massachusetts, in a family of five siblings, Maura Murray was born. Maura is the fourth child of these five. Maura was an intelligent, competitive, and a disciplined young woman. When Maura was 6, her parents, Frederick and Lorraine Murray, got divorced, due to which Maura lived primarily with her mother. Despite all of this, Maura was an amazing young woman. She was a star athlete on school's track team and was accepted into the US Military Academy. She studied chemical engineering for 3 semesters, but due to her not feeling that she was a good fit, she transferred to University of Massachusetts, where she pursued studying nursing. Despite being such a great student and a great woman, Maura had some drawbacks of her own. You see, in 2003, Maura admitted that she had used stolen credit cards to order some food from several restaurants. She was charged in December but dismissed after 3 months on good behavior. On the evening of 5th February 2004, while she was on a duty at her campus security job, Maura got a call from her older sister, Kathleen. You see, Kathleen and Maura discussed about the relationship problems Kathleen was having with her fiance. While still on the shift, the reporters told Maura broke down into tears. She was just completely zoned out and had no reactions. She was unresponsive. Now, these were the things that were told by the supervisors. They would later escort Maura back to her dorm room, and when they asked what happened and what was wrong, Maura would just say, "My sister." The contents of the call remains unknown. That is until October 2017. Kathleen publicly explained the conversation she had with Maura. Kathleen was an alcoholic, and after being discharged from rehab that evening on her way home, her fiance took her to a liquor store where she relapsed. On the 9th of February 2004, Maura packed up her belongings and left the University of Massachusetts. The first contact Maura had was with her boyfriend. She emailed him saying, "I love you, stud. I got your message, but honestly, I didn't feel like talking much of anyone. I promise to call you today though. Love, Maura." Maura would also make a phone call to rent out a condo. Now, apparently, this condo was used for a family vacation in the past, but the call lasted for 3 minutes and the owner did not rent out the condo. On the afternoon of 9th February, Maura emailed a supervisor at her work saying that she had some family emergency due to which she would be out of town for a week. And according to her family, there was no emergency. It seemed like Maura was using this as an excuse. Mora would later withdraw $280 from the ATM and would buy $40 worth of alcohol and set out on what appeared to be an unplanned journey. Where was she going and why? Sometime after 7 p.m., a resident heard a loud thump outside her house. Through her window, she could see a car up against what seemed to be a snowbank. The local woman reported the car accident to the authorities, and according to the 911 log, the woman claimed to have seen a man smoking a cigarette inside the car. However, she later stated that she had not seen a man nor a person smoking a cigarette, but rather had seen what appeared to be a red light glowing from inside the car. A local bus driver, Butch Atwood, stopped to offer help. He said Maura appeared shaken but refused his assistance, telling him she had already called AAA, a claim that couldn't have been true. You see, there was no cell service in the area. Atwood left to call 911, but when the police arrived at the scene just minutes later, Maura was gone. Her car was left locked, with her airbags deployed, a cracked windshield, and some of her belongings scattered inside. There were no footprints leading away from the car in the snow. What could have happened in those few minutes? Did Maura leave voluntarily or was she taken? This is where the mystery deepens. In the immediate aftermath of Maura's disappearance, local law enforcement launched an extensive search. Canine units tracked her scent to a certain point in the road before it disappeared, leading some to speculate that she had gotten into another vehicle. Helicopters searched the surrounding woods and volunteers combed through the dense forest of the White Mountains, but there was no trace of Maura. One of the most perplexing aspects of this case is the lack of physical evidence. Now, despite the crash and severe weather conditions, no signs of foul play were found. Investigators were left with more questions than answers. Now, this is just alleged, but between 8 and 8:30 p.m., a contractor was returning home from his work when he saw a young person moving quickly on foot eastbound from where Maura's vehicle was discovered. He noted that the young person was wearing a jeans, a dark coat, and light-colored hood. However, he did not report this immediately due to his own confusion of dates, only discovering 3 months later while he was going through his records that he had spotted the young person the same night Maura had disappeared. Over the years, many theories have emerged about what happened to Maura Murray. So, let's break down some of the most prominent ones. Some believe Maura was trying to escape her life. The stress of her recent legal troubles combined with her personal issues may have led her to stage her own disappearance and start somewhere new. There were rumors that she was unhappy and considering a change in her life. If this is the case, why has she never been found out or reached out to her family? While some believe that Maura wanted a new start, others believe that Maura was a victim of foul play. Perhaps a passing motorist saw her stranded and took advantage of the situation. There have been several persons of interest over the years, including known criminals who were in the area at the time. However, no concrete evidence has ever linked anyone to Maura's disappearance. There's also a possibility that Maura wandered off into the woods and succumbed to the elements. The temperature were below freezing that night, and hypothermia is a real possibility. Alternatively, some speculate that Maura may have been ill and went into the woods with the intent of ending her life. Each of these theories has its own pros and cons, and each one leaves critical questions unanswered. Over the years, Maura's case have taken a life of its own online. Armchair detectives, bloggers, and podcasters have dissected every detail, with some even conducting their own investigations. The case gained national attention in 2017 when it was featured in a documentary series on the Oxygen Network. Online communities have helped keep Maura's name in the public eye, but they've also led to numerous rumors and misinformation. Some argue that the case have been muddied by too many voices, while others believe that the collective effort could eventually lead to answers. After nearly 2 decades, Maura Murray's disappearance remains one of the most enduring mysteries of modern true crime. As we've explored today, there are many possible explanations for what happened on that fateful night, but no definitive answers. The truth could be out there, waiting to be discovered, or it could be lost forever in the woods of New Hemisphere. Maura Murray's disappearance has left a lasting impact, not only on her family and friends, but also to the countless others who have followed her case. Her story is one of heartache, mystery, and unresolved questions. While we may never know what exactly happened that cold night in February 2004, her case continues to remind us the importance of hope, resilience, and the search for truth. I've been your host, Mint, and if I said anything offensive during the video, I truly apologize. Till then, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.